Good morning, Prem. Welcome back to Information Technology Lecture 7. In this lecture, you are going to learn computer network. Introduction to computer network. Types of network. There are three types of network: local area network (LAN), metropolitan area network (MAN), wide area network (WAN). Network configuration: peer-to-peer architecture and client-server architecture. So let's start. Introduction to computer network. So introductions of computer network. Computer network is a group of interconnected computer or devices to have a communication within themselves. A computer network consists of collections of computer, printer and other equipment that is connected together so that they can communicate with each other. In short, computer network is interconnected computer devices to have a communicate with themselves. A computer network consists of a collections of computer, printer and other equipment. So all computers are connected to each other to share the informations, like share the devices like printer and other equipment, and that are connected together so that they can communicate with each others. So let's see the type of network. What are the type of network? There are three type of network based on geographical area, and they cover local area network (LAN), metropolitan area network and wide area network. So these are the three types of network. So let us discuss about one by one. Local area network. What is local area network and where you are going to find? The entire use and implementations of this type of depends upon the geographical area, and they cover local area network in the smallest area, metropolitan area network, it's cover the large area, then the LAN and WAN comprises the largest of all. So let's see the first local area network. The local area network, it's cover smaller geographical area. Size is limited to few kilometers and the privately owned. Local area network covers smaller geographical area and is privately owned. Means you will find this network in one campus, one building. One campus, one building or home, hospital and school. It covers a short distance and so the error and noise are minimized. It covers the short distance and so the error and noise are minimized. Local area network is easy to set up. This type of network anyone can set up. So data transmits at a very fast rate as the number of computer link are limited. In this, computers are limited, so the data will be fast. In our school there is local area network. Here it is mentions you will find this network in building, home, hospital, school. Now every government offices or any other private sector or the government sector, you will find local area network. So this network you are going to find in office, building, home, hospital and school. It is the smallest network. The next network type is metropolitan area network, and it is larger than LAN and smaller area as compared to WAN, wide area network, and it connects two or more separate computers that reside in the same or different cities. You will find this type of network in the cities or the town, and it covers large geographical area and may serve as an ISP, internet service provider. It is hard to design and maintain a metropolitan area network because this type of network you are going to find in the cities or town. The one example I can give you, that is the cable network. The cable network comes into the metropolitan area network. The example of MAN are the part of the telephone company network that can provide a high speed DSL line to the customer or the cable TV network in a city. The next network is wide area network WAN. Wide area network is a computer network that extends over a large geographical area, and it might be confined within the bound of a state or country. You will find this network in state or country. A WAN could be connections of LAN connecting to the other LANs via telephone line and radio waves. A WAN could be a connections of LAN connecting to other LANs via telephone line and radio waves. The technology is high speed and relatively expensive. In the WAN, the technology is high speed and relatively expensive. A communication media used for WAN is telephone network or the satellite link. You can see your dish TV as well as the telephone network is a part of WAN. The technology is high speed and relatively expensive. Due to a long distance transmission, the noise and error tend to be more in WAN. Due to long distance transmission, the noise and error tend to be more in WAN. So WAN is a example of dish TV satellite. Also the telephone network. Internet also comes in the wide area network. Internet also comes in the wide area network. So there are three type of network now. You saw local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. The smallest area network is the local area network, and the metropolitan area network is larger than LAN but smaller than WAN, and the wide area network is larger than both MAN and WAN. LAN. Now let's see the network configuration. Now network configurations. Network configuration is the design of a computer network, and it is a framework for the specification of a network's physically component and their functional organization and configurations. Two of the most widely used type of network architectures are peer-to-peer and client-server. Now network configuration means the arrangement of the computer, physically arrangement of the computer, how you can arrange the computer in one building, how you can connect those. So that is called as the network configuration. And in this, two type of mostly widely used type are peer-to-peer and client server. Now let's see the peer-to-peer architecture. In this type of architecture, all the machine called as peer means equal. All the machines are called as peer and have the same status, and they can communicate with any other peer directly. The computers are connected to each other to share the information. If they are not connected to each other, you cannot share any information. Now in our computer lab also there is a peer-to-peer architecture network. That's why all computers are connected to each other. That's why we can share information from one computer to another computer. So every time what happen now, when the student enter in the lab, they every time complain, this is my computer and using other students, I did not get that computers. Now if the in your computer lab there is a peer-to-peer architecture or the client server network is there, so there is no complaint. You can sit anywhere, any other computer, and you can access your file over there. So the file access will get from any computers. So that is the advantage of the peer-to-peer architectures. The all computers consider as the equal computer. That's why it is called the peer. Have the same status and they can communicate with any other peer directly. A peer-to-peer network has no dedicated server. It does not have a server. Server means what? One computer, and on that computer many other computer can work. So that is called as a server. And the peer-to-peer computer or individual computer, but they are connected to other computer, and that's why they can share the information. What are information also they can share? They can share the devices also, printer, scanner, also we can share in the peer-to-peer network. But in the main advantage of this peer-to-peer network is what, one computer stop working, other will not stop, other computer will work. So that is the main advantage of this peer-to-peer architecture or the network. But in the server, not like that. If the server collapse, all computer will stop working. That is a such a big disadvantage of the server or client architectures. So a peer-to-peer network has no dedicated server. Its implementations are meant for small network. Implementations are meant for small network. Means small network means for school, hospital. Okay, these are the small networks are there where you can find peer-to-peer architecture. For example, when student create a network to share file through Bluetooth or share it, the mobile devices from peer-to-peer network for transferring a file. Now this day you are using the share it, using the Bluetooth in your mobile to share the file with your friend. Okay, so that's why this Bluetooth and share it is a peer-to-peer network connections. That's why side by side you want both the devices. If both the devices side by side is not there, then you are not able to share the file between them. So that's why the Bluetooth or the share it, this network file we can share by using the Bluetooth or share it. So that is the use of peer-to-peer architecture. In this peer-to-peer architecture, all computers are considered as a equal computer. That's why it is called as the peers. Okay, all the machines called as peer have the same status and they can communicate with any other peer directly. The next is the diagram of the peer-to-peer architecture. You can see the diagram here. The computer, how the connected, the computer are connected to the wire here. Computer are connected to the wire to send the data from one computer to the another computer to the next computer. Now see, this computer send the data to this computer send the data here, this computer send here. But suppose any one computer stop working, other computer will not stop, other will continue their work. So that is a big advantage of this peer-to-peer network. In this, all computer consider as a equal computer because it has a CPU with the uh, including the monitor and keyboard. In the server, not like that. In the server, main computer is a server and attach only the nodes. Node means what? Only the computer, monitor and keyboard and mouse. You will not find the CPU. Okay, so because other computer work on the server and the server stop working, all the computer will stop working. But in peer-to-peer network, it's not like that. One computer stop working, other will work. Okay, that is the main advantage of the peer-to-peer, and this type of network you can create in your school also. Okay, and in our school there is a peer-to-peer network. So this is the diagram of peer-to-peer network. The data can be sent from one computer to another computer to next computer, and like this. So this way the data will be shared. Next is client server architecture. Now it is totally opposite of the peer-to-peer. This type of architecture is most suitable for large network. So there are two type of machine in network, client and server. Now my dear student, you must understand what is client and what is server. The client means the machine which you are using, the computer which is seeking any resource from other computer is client computer. A computer which is seeking any resource from another computer is a client computer. The client computer means the computer which you are using, that is called the client computer. But this client computer depend on the server and the information comes from server to the client computer. That's why here it is mentioned, a computer which is seeking any resource from another computer is a client computer. Now the next, server computer. Server means if a computer has a resource which is served to another computer, it is server computer. The computer has resource which is served to another computer, it is called server computer. Means this computer will give the access to the other computer, that's why it is called as the server. And this server has given access to open any file on the client. Means the client is depend on the server, but server is not depend on the client. Okay, So it has a resource which is served to another computer. That's why it is called as a server computer. Okay, in the server client side server architecture, the main computer is the server. If server stop working, other computer will not work, not even one computer also will work, because server gives access to the other computer, means other client. And that's why all the application we can use simultaneously. But a big advantage of the server is what, once you install the server, many computer you can run on the server at a time. Many applications, many people can use internet at a time because of this server. Now the internet also, the server work 24 hour continuously, not a client, like a client we are using, and once the work get over we put it off. But server in the internet, it's work 24 into 7 days continuously, no one is putting off. That's why anytime you can go to the internet surfing, you get access. After 12 hours 1 minute also you sit, then you will get a access of this internet connectivity. So there also the main server is there, the web server is there, and it work 24 hours. So that's why we get access to the internet connection. So here also, when we set the computer architecture in the building or the offices, mostly the peoples use for the large network server network and the small client. Okay, the type of architecture is more suitable for large network. So there are two type of machine you understood, client and sub. Actually, the computer which is seeking any resource from another computer is called client. For example, downloading a image file from a website. Now downloading a image file from a website, browsing internet, etc. The network use normally uses the client computer to perform his day-to-day work. But then a server computer is a resource which is served to another computer, and it is a server computer, and the client establish a connection to a server and access the service installed on the server. A server is not meant for a network user to browse internet or do spreadsheet work. For example, multimedia server, file storage server, web server, etc. So multimedia server will give you the access for the multimedia, file storage server will give you access to store the file over there, and now web server gives you the access to serve the internet or website. So these are the different type of servers are there which gives the access to the client. So my dear students, I hope you understood network configurations and the different type of computer network. Once again I repeat, computer network is a group of interconnected computer or devices to have communications with themselves. A computer network consists of collections of computer, printer and other equipment, and that is connected together so that they can communicate with each others. And it has three different type: LAN, MAN and WAN. So LAN, where you will find in one building or on campus you will find the local area network, and it is a less expensive hardware, and maintenance cost is also low in this network. The metropolitan area network is larger than LAN, and you will find this type of internet in the city and the town. Okay, it connect two or more separate computer that reside in the same or different cities. For example, I already told you your television network. Okay, cable television network, it comes in the metropolitan area network. And the last network we type we learn, that is called a wide area network. One example is the internet. So internet, satellite disks, this comes under the wide area networks. It's a large network than local area network and metropolitan area network. And then we have learned two type of network configuration: peer-to-peer architecture and client server architecture. In the client server architecture we have learned two machine, that is the client and the server machine. The client which is seeking any resource from another computer is called client, and the server, if computer has resource which is served to another computer, it is a server. Now here, look here in the diagram of the server. In this diagram, you can see here is a main computer that is called server, and on this server, this all client means computers are working. If the server stop working, all this client will stop. But if this client stop working, other three computer will work because server is working continuously. The main disadvantage of this type of network architecture is the server. If the server stop, no any other computer will work. In the peer-to-peer, not like that, because all computers are considered as equal computers. Equal access is given. So one computer stop, other computer will, because there is no server. Here in this, the main thing is there the server. And look at here in this monitor and the keyboard and mouse you will get, because main thing is here server, and server gives access to the client. That's why on the client you can access all type of applications. You can use internet, different applications, but server cost more than the individual computer. Okay, because high configuration server require to give access more than 50 computer. Suppose in the large organizations or the company, you are going to uh, set up this type of client server architecture, then you need a high configuration server. So high configuration server means what? In that you need a more than 20 GB RAM, high configuration motherboard, hard disks, or CPU. So all these things means this server almost it will cost more than 1,50,000 rupees. So that we can work on more than 50 computer at a time. So that is a big advantage of the server or the client server architecture. The peer-to-peer computer architecture, in this all computers are considered as equal, because every computer comes at least 15,000 rupees, that desktop computers, and they are connected to each others without having server. So that's why it is called as the peer-to-peer architecture. Thank you.